based off of a discrepancy from side to side. That's fine. But this is what I'm looking for, is it's starting to want to fit. See that? It's almost there. It's not there yet. Another thing to remember, well, I'll get to it, that you can see, like, it's not very pretty. It's pretty rough looking, whatever. Just making sure that it's actually straight. It is. I'm gonna just take a little bit more because that is so close. So close. In fact, it's so close that what I might do is put a piece of paper between the two. Or I'll leave it exactly as it is right now and I'll go forward and back again. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. So I'm gonna try that first. I'm gonna try going forward and back. Not quite. I should have to work a little, but it shouldn't be that difficult. Like, it should still want to do the thing. So I do have to adjust it a little bit more. And like I said, this is the stupid thing where you gotta do all this setup, but once you've got it for one, you do all of them. And then, so the setup takes time, but the payoff is great because you end up cutting everything, okay?
If you were gonna do it and put a piece of paper in, could you put a piece of tape on your backer board? Would that be the same as putting a piece of paper in?
No.
Okay.
Only because I want to make sure that it's the same width all the way across.
All the way across.
And depending on the width of the tape, that might vary.
Yeah,
things.
okay.
That's why I was saying paper.
Yep.
Come on. I thought this was in. It is in. All right. Doesn't look like it there, but it looks like it there. I don't know. I don't get it. Because I moved it more than I have in the past, I'm gonna try one side first and then see if it fits. Because if I've gone too far, then I don't want to do it to both sides. Just leave it. You can leave it. So I have to do the other side. side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is what I'm looking for. Alright, so if that fits that well, it's pretty perfect. I'm still going to do the other side so you can sort of see how things change. Same side? All right. So now having done the other side, you can see, look, it fits in. It's easier to remove, right? In some ways, this is the better fit because two things: the wood's gonna move, the shit's gonna expand and contract, and when I go to put glue in this, it's gonna swell. So starting with this is perfect, okay? So like that fit right there, that is exactly what I want. Once I have that, what I would do is I would then go cut all of them and test all of them, because this is probably going to be a little different than cutting this one because there's nothing on the outside, right? It's already had so much of its material removed that if I were to do it on a solid end, that tenon is probably going to move around a little bit. So I may end up having to cut it twice, meaning I cut it once and then I set it aside and I cut the next ones and whatever. And then I come back and I put them back in exactly the same position, same setup, and I do a second pass. And that is what refines it. So just a couple of little nuances there. How are we doing? 11:09. Okay, so I've got my shoulder, I've got my cheeks. Boom. Now I need to cut this side, like the faces and the back of the head off on this. And for that, I have a couple of options. I usually will use a combo square to just mark out where that needs to be, right? Based off of what's there. And then I can either take a handsaw to it real quick or the bandsaw. I'm gonna do the bandsaw. Did I have my combo square in here? Did I bring it in? Yes, I did. It's right here. Derp. Hi. I'm wide awake. Sarah Martin. So I'm going to re-mark the edges of that tenon. And I'm going to do it on both sides to make my life a little easier. Because cutting this on the bandsaw can be a little hinky, actually. And I'll show you why when we get to it. The thing that tends to happen is people overcut, and then they cut tiny little bandsaw marks into their shoulder. Because what you have to do is you have to make a relief cut right up to that line first. And in order to do that, you stay on the top side of that cut already. So you go there, and then you go this way, but you gotta go so slow that you don't overcut and give yourself nicks in that, okay? So come on over to the little bandsaw and I'll show you how it's done.